You end up hurting yourself by doing that. Will that be the case for Sizouney? We'll see. Plot armor, is it still too thick?
Plot armor thickens. Dragons finally banned. We get a more traditional matchup here. Both players actually banning dragons, so that's good.
That's right. I wouldn't have imagined with Meow's lineup that he needs to ban neutral force. As a matter of fact, I'd be looking forward to playing against neutral force with his lineup. So I think Meow has a slight advantage here, but again, Sizouney has the experience and has been drawing very well, as he is known to do. So I wouldn't put anything past him today.
And Sizouney again on the draw as the burn deck, keeping Levi and Iron Scrap Smelter. If he can manage to get exactly Magical Illusionist turn 2 again, every game, every time.
Every time.
He's in a good spot.
Never fails. Like I said, Sizouney is a master of drawing cards, and you know why it is? It's because he sticks to his roots. He plays Runecraft in like every single tournament, and Runecraft supports him and lets him draw even better every single time.
I don't blame him. Runecraft's a very fun craft. It's probably my favorite at the moment. So
it's the best class. You can do the most stuff with it, right?
Sizouney making sure he doesn't miss that 0 damage attack. There we go. Classic.
That's right. If nothing else, could potentially somewhat tilt your opponent because it's just like, why are you doing this? Stop doing this.
It does make their avatar flinch, which has its own implications. Dwarf Alchemist top deck even can set up another Earth Sigil here to make that Illusionist even harder to get rid of.
And now we might actually see these zombie parties come into use to actually just completely wipe off all the sigils and the Illusionist. I don't mind it because the only other play this turn is Prince Catacomb, which feels fine.
Catacomb was a good setup, but I also agree with getting rid of this Illusionist. You need to get rid of this very annoying Illusionist. You also wipe the board.
Board.
So.
Yeah. It's a great turn. And then you can Prince Catacomb next turn. Evoing into this with a Levi is not something you necessarily want to do, but Evoing Levi is never a bad thing. And yeah, well, he's got 3 Evo points and 3 Levi's, so I'm pretty sure we know where all of these evolution orbs are going.
We know where every evolution's going, yeah. It's going face. 9 damage face. Let's go.
That's right. The strongest Evo card in the game, I still think, to this day. I don't know if there's anything better to Evo.
Beauty and the Beast is pretty good.
Yeah, Beauty and the Beast is pretty good. I'll give you that.
Top deck's a Squasher, though, able to handle this without having to evolve into it. It's pretty strong.
The fun thing about this matchup, and why I actually think that Dirt Rune has a very clear advantage, is A, Master Mage Levi is just really good against big boards. And B, Mutagenic Bolt can completely shut off all of these last word shenanigans. Obviously no Mutagenic Bolt in hand for Sizouney yet, but with the capability of doing so.
Right, Polymorph, a mass transformation will completely wipe the card of its abilities and turn it into a Flame Rat, so...
Sizouney doing his best Smork impression with spells. I love it. Emptying his hand to try to get Wizardess out.
Excellent top deck here.
Ooh, maybe gonna keep Ceres at full health then with this type of a play.
Even gonna, yeah. Well, you could have already, but we're actually not gonna summon Ceres. Okay, interesting. It's gonna set up for the Eekter board, even though Eekter wouldn't threaten lethal.
We'll push a lot of damage though. Maybe the most damage you'll be able to push this game. That's true. If you can push that amount of damage through, then Mutagenic Bolt becomes way less attractive on the side of Sizouney.
I don't know. Ugh. Levi Evolve, you don't actually take care of any skeletons, but you have a pretty okay hand.
Yep. You've got 5 more damage sitting in hand, along with the Wizardess. That does not feel bad.
Reverse the top deck here. Eekter into Evolve. Trade one of them so you don't die. I don't know.
Yeah.
This is looking
You're
fine.
definitely gonna have to trade with something. Yeah.
Eekter looks fine. Sizouney's out of Evolves. He'd have to get Mutagenic Bolt. Okay, we see a Ceres now. That's interesting.
I like this. Getting this online. I thought that was the best play last turn, just to start getting the life gain going. But this turn, it's not bad.
It's gonna let the Ceres take damage, which is actually interesting because now it will die to Piercing Rune. And he also wipes his own board of any last word effects, so he can be Earth Sigiled into Master Mage Levi as well.
This is just a crazy shot here.
That was a really, really interesting turn. Sizoune's got an amazing setup for Oz next turn. Already has one Demonic Strike. He's going to cast it now. Forget it.
Yep.
He's got his opponent at 3. There's almost no way he doesn't kill him next turn. There's almost no way.
Almost. He could just draw all followers and sigils, though.
It is entirely possible. I will admit that it's possible. But as Sizouney, I don't think it is.
He's playing the spell sporkiest deck there is, though. 3 Demonic Strikes. He's got Dance of Deaths. He's got Piercing Runes. He's got Mutagenic Bolt. Mutagenic Bolt will also end the game. Plenty of cards to draw into here.
I think this is Sizouney's game. It's gonna be hard not to win. It's gonna be very hard.
If he full bricks, this could
I
just
mean,
be
especially
Meow's game,
there's even 3 followers on board now, or 4 followers at least. So 3, 4 is more than 3, right? But he can die to you in Bolt now.
Just saying, if he completely whiffs, this could be a lethal board for Meow next turn.
This is our man Sizouney. Okay, have you seen Sizouney whiff ever?
Maybe once.
Exactly.
I don't think it'll
You're
be
lying.
now. This is very high. Ooh, okay.
Okay.
Doesn't play it first.
Interesting. Doesn't
And,
need to.
yeah,
Demonic Strike
yeah.
off the top. Sizouney.
Well over
every
the damage
time.
threshold.
Oh my gosh.
Again, this is why you play 3 Demonic Strikes, people. I'll keep saying it until you
Demonic
guys
Strike
do
is
it.
really good. Yes. Anybody doubting that card has never played it with Oz, apparently. It's just a
Right.
Levi Fireball. It's a Crimson Sorcery.
Yeah, same thing. You like playing 6 fireballs in a game? This is your deck.
How does your opponent
Crimson
win? You can do
Sorcery's here.
18 damage with 6 fireballs. That's 6 play points for 18 damage. How do they win? What do they do?
That's right. Sizouney needs to have an anime where he just shoots fireballs out of his hands. That's just kind of
That's
how
his
it
power.
works, right?
The super
Yeah.
shoots fireballs, yeah.
That's right. All right, so now he's got to win with neutral forest. This is what we were talking about. And he's got to do it against Shadow and against Aegis. I think it might be okay against Aegis, but I don't know if it'll be that good against Shadow. We'll see.
Well, to be fair, unless... Let me check if Acolyte's Light is in this deck.
I don't believe so. I think this is a very traditional list.
This has been in a few of our tournament decks recently, okay, buddy? Acolyte's Light. You know, while
right.
you went to TwitchCon, people lost their minds and started playing Acolyte's Light, so... We'll see.
All right, so moving forward here, we've got a great curve on the side of Meow here, and not a bad curve from Sizouney. Not really much to do on turn 2.
I'll assume you cheated and looked at the list before I checked, but there's no Acolyte's Light, so there is literally no answer to B&B outside of an Evolved Aegis.
That's true. Cleric Lancers can put up nice little brick walls for it, though.
True.
And of course, with
Very
Aether, you will have those Cleric Lancers in time. The only thing that I see, though, is that there's not this repeated use of it, though, right? Unless you have the Dark Johns in hand already. Not being able to pull Cleric Lancers on following turns feels kind of awkward.
It does. You could just cast Cleric Lancer now, so...
Right. The Cleric Lancer into Aether would pull out the second Cleric Lancer, but then that second Aether just kind of has to sit in your hand after that point, or unless you just want to pull a Dark John out of your deck, which isn't bad. I mean, it's a lot of stats that you're going to be doing. Aether,
Right.
another effect that we didn't talk about, it actually gives +1 toughness to everything in play when you play it, so kind of just makes a nice big defense board.
Mm-hmm. It's kind of an odd addition to the effect. Honestly, it's a very often forgotten effect, but it makes pulling Cleric Lancers so much juicier, right?
Yeah, and it also is a reason why I think it's underplayed in the format, because it's really good against PDK. Putting a lot of defense onto the board basically just means that it has to work that much harder to break through everything.
Definitely, Cleric Lancer is very annoying if
you're
your opponent's
talking
not
about
holding a Scyther. That is true.
9 toughness pre-Evo you're talking about just with that one play.
Enhanced Frog into Evolve Frog. Showing how much Meow respects that 18 damage threshold that I mentioned earlier.
Doesn't want to take anything extra here.
There's unfortunately no way for Sizouney to trigger this staircase, since the carrot will get banished. So
Yep.
if he
and
plays
no
it
Beauty and the
again,
Beast in hand. But there is a Cassiopeia. Cassiopeia will be able to clear up this board next turn. Possibly.
Okay, so it looks like
unless-
Sizouney
unless-
doesn't even want the staircase to even have a chance. He's gonna read that banish anyway. So
So this is what I'm thinking here. So if you know your opponent's playing Cassiopeia, do you think it's better to play this card, or is it better to play something in the order of like double Snow White, just so that you can guarantee have damage afterwards? I guess Snow White's not really that much damage, and this puts a lot more toughness in play.
right, you also don't care about having damage afterwards. Like your Haven, you're not gonna end the game with anything outside maybe Taurus, right?
Well, that's not true. With this version, especially with an Evo Bird, I would almost like to see if Cleric Lancer was the play there to actually get the Evo damage in on Bird, because we have a Beast Call popping next turn. Ooh. That's gotta feel bad. But there's
okay,
Dark
you can
Johns
still
in this
clear.
deck. So there's a way to actually overrun your opponent early in the game with this style of Haven deck.
Oh, that's right. He is playing Dark Shun. That's right. He's playing a different variant. Yep. Dark Shun I also don't like too, because like Ether of the White Wing could pull that. You could just you brick your own Ether because you can't play it because it could pull Dark Shun. But
That's literally what I was talking about in the whole beginning of this
Yeah.
match. Envy, if you were listening to me, Jesus.
well, I was trying to pay attention to the game. The game is much more important than you are. Ether of the White Wing into Cleric Lancer every time. Easy peasy.
Yeah. This is why you play Cleric Lancer. Like, this is just dirty.
And now he does go for that evolve. Does get some damage. Sizouney sweating. This board's looking pretty good.
It's a perfect time to do it. Sizouney's used all of his evolution orbs. That Cleric Lancer is going to be a monster to get through. And essentially nullifying, with the Aether play, nullifying what that Cassiopeia can even do. So honestly, this is what we were talking about. I really just don't feel like this forest deck can beat anything other than the like very specific decks. Like D-Shift and Control Blood honestly might be the only two decks that it beats consistently, if I can think of anything.
Mhm. I mean, I definitely agree. I don't enjoy playing neutral forest. I tried playing it and gave up on it. So, but Sizouney's here with that comfort pick. It's clearly something he has confidence in, or he wouldn't bring it.
It's true.
He is getting smacked for 6 this turn, though. He actually could be set up on if Meow chooses to evolve the Tiger here. Would be a
Yeah, I
2-turn
don't
setup.
mind evolving anything. Even the Aether here. Either of the evolves are pretty nice. Just extra damage in this game next turn. Don't give Sizouney any more time.
And it looks like, yeah, with that pressure play, it looks like we're gonna see he even beat this, but Shadow is pretty bad against neutral forest. Let's be for real.
You think so?
Yeah, definitely.
Huh. We'll have to see. I would say that one's a little bit closer, just because both of them are kind of slow and dirty. But Ektar...
There is
That's
nothing
pretty good.
dirtily about my man, Giant Beauty and the Beast, okay? Sizouney's also doing a very classic tactic of using up all of your bad luck this match so you can have plenty of good luck next match.
That's right. That's right. So yeah, here we're just gonna see the game end. And moving on, so Meow evening things up, and now we get to see Mid Shadow versus Neutral Forest. And I gotta say, I don't know if
And
Neutral Forest can do it. I don't know. I don't
both
believe
players
in
are on match point.
That's right. This is for the last invite.
Match point. This
important match
matchup
either of these
decides
players
who
have
goes
played.
to Japan.
Right.
Neutral
Plays for
Forest.
how much, Envy? $120,000.
120 thou. 120 thou. All right. Not on top of the free trip to Japan. So
That's right. That's right. That's a prize in and of itself.
more important, honestly. Who cares about money? Free trip to Japan.
Money's silly. All right, Envy, here's a question for you. I know Arthur likes to ask this question. If you say, I'm assuming that if you win first place, it's something in the neighborhood of like $45,000 to first place. If you had $45,000 right now in your hands, what would you go do with it this week?
I would spend it on animated hamsters on stream.
I hate everything about you.
Oh my god, wow, that's really... I'm just kidding. I obviously would put it in savings, never use it. But
Okay, that's the smart answer.
thinking that I would
Animated
blow
hamsters.
money on Hamsas? Come on. Sizouney, though, on the
Get out of
play.
here.
He's on the play. He's got a staircase. He's got a Kaiza. If he can just stop drawing Beauty and the Beast, he'll be fine.
That's right. Has the Beauty and the Beast for when he will need it. Again, being on the play. Now, will he be able to stop any type of an early curve with his current hand is the question.
Okay, this is fine though. He doesn't care though, because Shadow, mid-range Shadow, unlike Neutral Forest, is Turtle Deck. It doesn't do anything. It just kind of does nothing until 6 or 7 when it tries to go off on that. So
that is true. That is true. Mid Shadow now is kind of a big Turtle Deck. It just like puts something down.
Turtle.
It's like chip you a little bit, and then it's kind of like Atomy, except it has a different end game, right? It's a lot of
except
turtle
it can't
until you
explode
do
like
something.
Atomy. Yeah. Yeah.
Right.
It's kind of like Atomy, except that it's nothing like Atomy. Yeah, I agree completely.
Right. Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah.
See, you see exactly what I'm talking about.
Exactly. Also, carrots are much safer to play. 3 Beauty and the Beast in the hand of Sizouney. Carrots can be played much easier because they can't be banished. So, and if he needs them in his hand, he can just run them into stuff.
That's right. Carrots are very good in grindy matchups like this, especially mid-range versus mid-range, or even control, because you just don't lose value. And the Haven deck
Right.
is gone now, so yeah, don't have to worry about banish like you said.
Triple Ceres. Ceres will apply some pressure. The heal doesn't matter, but it trading for free is kind of annoying.
Yeah, it also makes future carrots really bad because honestly, Meow can just trade with them for free.
Pure-Hearted Singer, pretty good. Your plus. Double carrots. Gonna evolve to get rid of some face damage here. That staircase does not have to pop, by the way, for him to have Beauty and the Beast next turn. So Beauty and the Beast will happen.
Mm-hmm.
It'll kill this Dark Blade Fiend probably, who's gonna wipe the board.
Yep. Dark Blade Fiend to play. Easy play here, especially when you see a leftover follower with 2 toughness. Makes it super easy.
Definitely.
Didn't need to evolve here, but
Sizouney taking
wants to
some
push
deeps.
damage.
He's getting damaged here by the new followers in Shadowcraft. Ceres and Dark Blade Fiend coming together to do some mid-range control here.
This is the duo. And actually, Sizouney's not in a great spot here. You can play Beauty and the Beast next turn, but it doesn't feel good.
I mean, you kind of have to. Yeah, you gotta jam that Beauty and the Beast. Definitely. It's gotta be respected too. That's the thing about Beauty and the Beast, is that it has to be respected.
That's true. You can't just let it sit there and ignore it, because, you know, area it and things.
Mm-hmm. It is killable though.
That's right. The Clash effect will not do any damage, correct? So you won't be able to straight trade into that.
Not straight trade. However, it can jam the you can blow your last evolve and jam one of these skeletons in as well. So
Lyrial, I feel like would have been the best evolve target. Right? No, that doesn't deal damage either. Man, shuts off everything.
It's a pretty good card.
Get out of here.
Well, you could have also you could have used Lyrial to throw 1 damage face. You would have gotten 1 damage face and had an extra 1/1 on the board, but you now have an extra 2/2 on the board if you just do that. But this is great. You can just play a second one, pass, have Aaron, and look at this. Look at this pressure.
Yeah, you're right. You know what? I am now converted. Mid Shadow, you're terrible.
Kill this thing?
Neutral
You
Forest,
can't.
you're the best.
Gonna play Thane. Gonna do what he can.
Yeah, and then Aaron into an evolved 9 to the face next turn, possibly.
Right. Infinite Beast works. It's pretty good.
It's pretty good. Now, this is still a scary board. Sizouney's not, like, out of hot water, because if there is an Ektar in the hand of Meow, he's got to be thinking, like, all right, maybe there is a lethal setup here, so I got to be careful. He might trade with the Beauty. Yep.
Okay. That's fine. Respectable. Completely fine. Sizouney gonna pop that evolve. It's gonna probably kill one of the whites, I'm gonna assume. Which makes me wonder why he didn't do that first.
And if you're wondering why Sizouney's looking where he's looking, because I believe he plays on his phone.
Yeah, he does. Yeah.
Yep.
He could have taken 1 less damage there.
Ooh. We've got great play in Lurching Corpse plus Soul Conversion to start this turn out. It could do nothing.
Yeah, it actually has the chance to literally do nothing except for 1 damage.
Right. But I still think it's the best play here. This is one of the 50-50s that I kind of would take. Doesn't look like that's the plan, though.
Into another Thane. This is some insane damage. Oh my gosh.
And then he sets up the white. Or no, he doesn't even have
Elite.
to. That's just game right there. Look at that.
Oh my gosh.
Meow with the Thane lethal. Wow, what a play.
It's not over yet, by the way. Not
I
yet.
mean,
Not yet. Oh. Oh. Oh no.
is there any way to
Close.
not die to this?
It's close. Oh god.
Oh, I guess a Cassiopeia could kill them both at the same time, or the Self
Elf
Twin.
Twin, no! Sizouney!
Now it is. Meow, moving on. Wow.
What an end to the game. Oh my god,
my
the Thanes back-to-back, triple Thane. And guess what? That extra point of life. That extra point of life there that Sizouney conceded because he swung first with the Beauty and the
Oh,
Beast.
that's right. Yeah, the play that I talked about. Yeah, that is true.
Yep.
I mean, it also could have happened that the Elf Twin Assault could have hit the other two followers and just killed them.